Facebook to connect. Here we go. Welcome in. I'm Tammy Mashtaberty, best-selling author of the book The Universe is Talking to You, and I teach people how to tap in to the divine higher helpline to change their lives for the better. And I am here today for my my weekly spirit boost. I'm here every Thursday at noon Eastern on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube together. And I'm actually getting ready. What is it? It's noon Eastern on the East Coast here. And I'm getting ready to go live in about an hour for my second class that I'm teaching for free as part of this year's Living the Elevated Existence Summit. And it is 4 secrets to get unstuck in any area of your life. So if you're not part of the summit, you will see the link in Instagram in my bio, and then underneath this video in the description on YouTube and Facebook. But it's elevatedexistencesummit.com. You can get into the summit for free, listen to all of the interviews. We're actually going to be doing a free replay weekend, opening up all of the interviews from the month of February for the weekend. So if you missed anything, you'll be able to listen to all of those. And it's all audio, so it's kind of like a podcast. And I just interviewed Dee Wallace, who is amazing on all things manifestation, which actually prompted my topic that I'm going to be talking about today, because it was such a great interview. And we talked about sort of what she has deemed her sort of the formula to manifest anything. And so that was amazing. And that was just on Tuesday, but that interview will be open all weekend as well for you to listen to. And again, all of these speakers have amazing free gifts and special offers that are only available through our summit. But I'm going to be live in about an hour talking about 4 secrets to get unstuck in any area of your life. And in this weekly spirit boost, I wanted to come on here and share what I find is sort of the first step in creating change, creating some type of a positive change in your life. And this kind of goes with a little bit of what we were talking about with Dee as well. And it's part of what I call my higher help method, which I'm writing a book on right now. And I actually recently wrote this chapter. And it is all about getting clear, getting clarity on what it is you actually want to create. Now, stick with me for a second, because I promise you, you already know what you don't want. My guess is any area of your life where you are not happy, where you feel stuck, where you are dissatisfied with the current conditions, right? You're not in a relationship and you want to be. You don't have enough money to pay your bills and you want more money. You are in a relationship with, whether it's a significant other, a friend, whatever, and there's turmoil or there's disharmony. And you would like more harmony. You would like more happiness. You know what you don't want because you're likely experiencing it now. But what I was speaking about with Dee and what she was explaining also is that a lot of the time, people don't take the time to realize, what is it I actually want instead? What is it I actually want to see that I'm not seeing now? And get super clear about it and set the intention, this is what I want to create. And she was explaining, oftentimes I would ask people, well, what do you want? What do you want? And they're like, well, I want to not feel like this. Well, that's not what you want, right? That's just saying, like, I don't like what I have. That's different than saying, this is actually what I want. And so I've sort of come up with a clarity formula, but I'm going to give you sort of the first piece of that. My cat is dancing around me. So you have to excuse me. I don't know what her problem is. And so she'll probably jump up here at some point or give up. So the first piece of this is, I want you to look at your life and say, what areas am I not happy? What areas do I feel stuck? And you're going to ask yourself these questions, and I'm going to tell you what they are. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're in your current job and you're not happy with the job that you're in. You're not happy in the current situation. You would ask yourself, what is it I don't like about this current situation. So what is it I don't like about this job, about my finances, about my relationship? What is it that I don't like? And you're going to start there because that's going to be the easiest place for you to start. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I know. I can tell you everything I don't like about what is going on right now because that goes right into that complaining mode. Here's the cat. Right into that complaining mode, right into that, oh my gosh, let me give you the list of what I don't like about what's happening in my life right now. Oh my God, look at this. Have you ever in your life, mom is trying to teach, what are you doing? You can't, I love you, but you got to go. You got to go. She just was like, I'm going to be on camera today, honey. So what is it you don't like? And then the second question is, what would I like to see or experience instead? Right? So if you're unhappy in your current job, what is it I don't like about my current job? And what would I like to experience in a job instead? So I'll give you a couple of examples of how this would play out. Because again, just knowing what you don't want is not enough for you to start moving toward it and for you to be directing the universe. You have to remember when it comes to manifestation and creating any type of change, you're not doing it by yourself. And I want you to stop doing it by yourself. You are partnering with the universe. The energy of the universe is within you and around you, and you can utilize it. You can tap into it, and you are not doing it by yourself. You just have to direct the universe and ask it for what it is you want. But if you're saying, I don't want this, that's not directing anything. That's not asking it for help in creating something. Energy needs to be directed. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I asked you, what are you unhappy about in your current job? And you say to me, well, you know what? I don't like having these set hours that I need to be in the office. I would like more flexibility. I don't like having these set hours that I have to be in the office from 9 to 5 every day. And then I would say to you, okay, well, what do you want instead of that? Well, I'd really like to have a job with a flexible schedule that maybe allows me to work from home a few days a week. Well, now you know what you want. You want a job that gives you a flexible schedule and allows you to work from home a couple days a week. And there could be multiple things you don't like about that job. And you just keep asking, you go through that list of what you don't like and say, well, what would I like to see instead? Well, I don't like my current boss. I would like to work for a boss that respects me and hears me and treats me well. That's how you do. What do I not like? What do I want to see instead? That's the first step in getting clear. I'll give you another example. Let's say you have an issue or you're unhappy in your current situation around money. You would say, okay, what do I not like? Well, I don't like struggling to pay my bills every month and not having enough money to pay the bills, buy what I want, put money away in savings. I don't like that. Okay, well, what would you like to have instead of that? Well, I'd like to have more than enough money to pay my bills and buy things that I would like or need, and then have money to put into savings at the end of the month. Now you're getting closer to what you like. Maybe you want to put an amount on that. Maybe you say, I would like at least X amount of money every month so I can pay my bills and buy the things that I want and still have money left over for savings. So then I feel financially secure. So it's honestly one of the biggest, I think, pieces that people skip because they just think, well, I want something better than this, or I want something different than this. And I also have to put the caveat on this is I want you to get clear, but I want you to also say this or something better. Because you want to give room to the universe to guide you towards something that you can't even think of right now. So that's the other piece. You want to get clear and say, here's what I would like. And then you want to say, help me create this or something even better that I can't possibly think of that Lord knows I won't turn down when it comes because it's awesome. That's the place you want to be at. And a lot of the time we haven't really sat down to get clear on what would I actually like to see instead. You don't want to be single anymore. You want a relationship. Well, what type of relationship would you like? Who would you like to be with? One of the exercises I tell people when they're trying to manifest a partner is make a list of all the qualities you would like in that partner. Make a list, and I don't just mean like six-pack abs and, whatever, like, I mean, what are the qualities you want? You want somebody who respects you. You want somebody who loves you unconditionally. You want somebody who shares your interests in travel. When I was before I met my husband, on my list was someone who loves cats. Had to love cats because I adore cats. I love all animals, but I can never imagine my life without a cat. So God forbid I found somebody who either didn't like them or worse, was allergic to them, right? So, what are sort of like key things that you would want? And get clear to set your intention so that your subconscious and conscious mind are on the same page as the universe, and you can start working together to actually move toward it. And here's the thing, you play your part, but you also have to ask the universe to help guide you, because the universe knows so much more. The universe has a vantage point that can see all of the moving pieces of the puzzle and can move the right opportunities in your way, the right people in your way, the right circumstances, the right resources, can start shifting things around for you to make the path easier. So, not including the universe in it, not asking for help, not utilizing spiritual tools that can help you utilize the energy around you, and not asking for that guidance and turning it over and saying, here's what I want. Guide me to this or something better. I'm open. Send me the ideas, send me the people, send me the opportunities. Let's go. I'm ready. This is what I want. I want this, or I want something more incredible than I can imagine. Now you're in a different place. Now you're in a better place than just saying, my gosh, I don't want to struggle anymore. I don't want to not have money anymore. I don't want to be single anymore. I don't want to be in this job anymore. I can't stand it. What do you not like? Make a list and then go through that and say, what do I want instead? And again, don't worry about being overly detailed, because I promise you the universe knows more than you. I want you to be detailed enough to direct it, and then I want you to let go of how it's going to happen, of when it's going to happen, and in some cases, where it's going to happen. That is not your job. Your job is to ask the universe for help and then allow it to start moving the puzzle pieces together. That's the how. That's the how is this going to happen? How am I going to get there? That's on the universe. In the interview that I did with Dee yesterday, she was talking about how I think it was, I'm trying to remember exactly the scenario, but there was something going on in her life. Oh, I think she had eye surgery, so she could not work. Obviously, she's an actress, and if you have eye surgery, how are you going to work? You can't act, you can't see. So she had eye surgery, and so there was a period of time where she wasn't going to have um, active work, where she would have active money coming in. And so she just literally said, I basically said that what she wanted was money to be flowing in to her life in the same way that it was when she was working. And she let it go after that. She let the universe take over. She was like, this is what I want. I'm going to believe that it's happening. I know the universe is on it. I'm going to see how it happens. I don't have to worry about how this is going to happen while I'm recovering from eye surgery and not able to work. But somehow I know that the universe is going to bring me money. And she explained that, I don't know if it was a couple weeks later, she logged into some account where, I guess, residual money, when you do work in television or whatever, sometimes you get residual money as an actor. She said she literally logged into an account that she really wasn't getting much residual money from. And all of a sudden, there was $20,000 in the account. All of a sudden, she got paid back residuals. That's the how. And that's the power of the universe, right? We don't have to figure that out. We just have to direct it and say, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want to create in my life. Take me there. Take me there, or something more incredible than I can imagine. That's the job. That's what we have to do. And most people are skipping that step. I just want to go to see if there's any interview. Oh, just everybody was saying hi. Yeah, Lorraine was asking, can you write this stuff down on paper? Listen, I am a Virgo. I am a detail-oriented person. What I would say is write it down. Write it down, type it on a computer, whatever it might be. What is it that I don't like about what is going on in my life right now? And then take each one and say, well, what would I like to see instead? And now you've come up with a concise statement of, I would like blah, 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 blah. Universe, help me create this or something even more incredible. I am ready. Let's go. Direct me. I will pay attention to the signs. And also, if you guys know me by now, you know my prayer is always, please send me the signs and synchronicities to direct me and guide me forward now. And please help me recognize and act on them when they arrive, because we have to do our part, right? We have to recognize the answers that come, and we have to take the actions to continue to move us forward. The universe can point you in the right direction, but if you don't take a step forward, if you don't make the move, if you don't make a choice to try something or do something different, it can't help you. It's like, I'm trying to tell you and you're not doing anything. And so that's sort of the formula, or the part of the formula. And again, I'm teaching a class literally in, I guess, 40 minutes now, where this is the first step. This is the clarity. Clarity is sort of that first step. And I'm going to be talking about that, but I'm sharing 4 different secrets to get unstuck. But that first step is knowing what you actually would like to create and asking the universe to help you to create that or something better. I don't know about you, but I will never turn down something better than I'm thinking about, right? And oftentimes I have seen in my life, and it's always by looking back. I have that follow the footsteps exercise in my book, The Universe is Talking to You. It's always by looking back that I realize, my gosh, I wanted this, but look at what the universe brought me. Look at where I was directed to. Like, why didn't I think of that? I don't have to think of it. I just have to direct it and then follow it, right? So hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to get ready to go do my class. Again, this is all stuff that's going to be in my new book that I'm on deadline on now, where I'm finishing it up and editing it and making it perfect. And that's going to be called the Higher Help Method. And really, step 1 of the Higher Help Method is getting that clarity and figuring out what it is you want. And if you are stuck in some area of your life and you have not figured out what you would like to see instead of what you're seeing now, and again, a generalized picture. You don't have to plot out all of the details of exactly how it's going to happen or how it's going to line up. And even if you say, I want to work for X company making X amount of money and blah, 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 I want you to be open to another company, right? I want you to be always be open to something better. That's not to say you won't get a job at X number of X company, but it's to say that don't turn down this other company that could be even better. So always know what you want and be open to something more extraordinary. But knowing what you want is that first step. So that is what I wanted to come on here and share with you. And again, it's an easy exercise that I gave you that you can literally do right now, later tonight, whenever. And if you want to know the other 3 secrets to getting unstuck, you can join me in that live class that is free, that is happening in 20 minutes, but then it's going to be open for replay throughout the whole weekend, along with all of the interviews from February. So if you go to elevatedexistencesummit.com, you can sign up for the summit. You'll get access to the entire, the summit moving forward. We still have another month of interviews. It's a 3-month summit, but you'll get access to all of the February interviews starting tomorrow. And you'll also get access to my free class. So thank you all for joining me here. I am going to go get ready for that class. Hopefully I will see you there either live or on the replay. Thank you all for being here with me for this weekly Spirit Boost. I love hanging out with you guys, and I will see you back here again next week, noon Eastern, for another weekly Spirit Boost. And if there's ever anything that you guys want me to cover or questions that you have, always please leave them in the comments and I will get back to you and possibly talk about it on another weekly Spirit Boost. If you like these, always please like the video, comment, share it, that's how it sort of gets out there into the world and lets all of the algorithms of social media know that you like the content. So be sure to click like and, you know, leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. Subscribe or like the page if you haven't already. I always forget to say these housekeeping things. But I thank you so much for being here. I thank you for your likes. I see them coming in. You guys are amazing. And I will see you back here next week. Have an awesome weekend and be sure to be part of this summit because all weekend you can listen at your leisure to all of the audios from February. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.